30 yesterday. He's just talking about the yoker. Okay, I'm done. I'm done.
I think he
all right, it's time for lip shit. It's time for lip shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Rep. Got.
I'm gonna get. Hold on, before we start with the lip shit.
What?
I need
you want to drink
some water?
Okay.
Maybe on ice because it's hot.
Here you go.
Thank you.
There's some
like
water.
A little baby.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Do you want something else to drink?
I'm gonna go pee real quick, and you can start the lip shit. I don't want to interrupt your flow. Okay.
No, it's fine. You are lip shit is perfectly done.
My alley.
No, it's perfect when you're here to do lip shit.
I'll be honest. I didn't even know this was a judge. I didn't even know.
That's great. You are the perfect liberal to commentate on this then, because most liberals don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Oh, is the food ready?
Oh shit! Is my food here?
I mean, deliver here.
Wait, what? Hold up. Are you gonna do your hair?
Yeah. Wow, look at this.
Yok, gerek yok.
You are an incredible cook.
Austin, are you hungry?
Yeah, now I am. My goodness, that looks delicious.
Wait, really?
Look, no, you can eat it all. I already ate.
I'm gonna order some food for you then.
Oh, really? No,
If you want.
it's okay.
No, it's all good.
No, Hasan.
What do you want? What do you want?
Maybe some Chick-fil-A. Maybe some homophobic chicken.
You want homophobic chicken?
I'll order it though. I got it. It's okay. I barged in here.
Dude, shut up. It's not like that at all. Here, this down.
I'm gonna go. He asked me if I was gonna do my hair, so I'm a little self-conscious now. I'm gonna go do my hair.
Why? You only asked that because you fucking walked away with your hair gel. Oh damn. Neli yaptın baba?
İyi oldu.
Sandviçin tavuğu neli yaptın?
Biraz değişik. Bakalım beğeneceğim mi?
Çin gibi olmuş.
Şimdi değil abi.
Peki.
Delicious.
He just like has to make
Dude.
it different every time. I don't know. I just keep telling him like, just stick to the recipe, but he doesn't listen to me. He's like, it's the recipe I've perfected, you know? And he's like, no, I'm gonna make it different every time because it's really boring. He says, it's really boring to eat the same thing over and over again. Hold on, I gotta grab something too. Anyway, folks, we're gonna do lip shit right now. Hold on, I'm gonna grab some stuff. I'll be back in a second.
And this is according to NBC.
What the fuck? Why is this so?
And of course, we know that gives President Joe Biden a crucial opportunity to replace the liberal justice. Now, Emily, I'm coming right back to you and your legal acumen. Play this out for me. He leaves, and what do you see happening immediately?
That President Joe Biden will nominate another justice. And we know that, so just a few months ago, he nominated 2 new federal appeals court judges, right? One including a South Carolina judge that some saw as a U.S. Supreme Court contender. That was U.S. District Judge Michelle Childs, and that was to the U.S. Court of Appeals for the D.C. Circuit. Now, I think what's important to note as well that this would have an impact, obviously, on the scale of the court in general. This is considered, frankly, a win for the Democrat Party, a win for the progressive liberals. But that being said, let's dig into the background of whoever he does nominate and look forward to that being a contentious process as we've seen in the past, Harris.
Kaylee.
Yeah, look, this would not change the balance of the court, but it could deliver the White House a much-needed political win, Harris. This is big news. This is right before the midterms. Yeah, I imagine this would have went into Justice Breyer's calculus. Any Supreme Court justice thinks about who they want to appoint their replacement. So I think he knows the balance of the Senate could change. Right now it's 50-50 in the Senate. So the best chance of getting a judge that would walk in the footsteps of Justice Breyer would be to have President Biden
bro, there's like
nominate
8
that
bathrooms in this house, bro.
I know.
Go use the one upstairs.
But there's okay. Where is it? I'm gonna get lost in here.
Go, you'll find it. Go into my room. It's the first door. Jesus Christ, bro. Insane. Okay. Hold on. Let me close this door. Okay. Yeah, I got 8 bathrooms. Fucking 25 floors, dude. I could shit all day. Anyway. All right, Breyer's retiring.
Get that person through before the midterms. And look, I was in the White House when we nominated a Supreme Court justice just before a presidential election, and that was Justice Amy Coney Barrett. That's about as clean as a nomination you could have and about as easy of a political victory you could have when you have a nominee of such character. But these could be thorny issues, Harris. We all remember Justice Kavanaugh, a great man. I think he's a great justice. However, no one knew the kind of way Democrats would play political football with his past, with his childhood. So it's not a given that you would get someone through. They have to have a good nominee, someone like Amy Coney Barrett, at least with a clean record, easy to confirm just before a crucial election.
So I really want to get into some of what we've seen, though, Guy, and that is this idea that it's too close to an election to get something like this through for a president. We've seen it among Republicans.
Bro, how crazy is that?
Okay.
Who could have thought? Hey, guys, who would have thought that the Republicans would make a stink about, a Democratic president actually fucking, doing the constitutionally allowed thing to do, which is appoint a Supreme Court justice?
How could they have a stink about it? What is there to stink about? He's in like the first year of his, like the second year of his presidency.
I love being the dumbest person in America and yet still making accurate predictions on politics every fucking time, because I just simply live by the most basic standards, okay? Republicans will do everything and anything they can to win. Institutions are not infallible, and they're actually bullshit. And upholding the integrity of institutions means you'll always lose. And of course, the party that always tries to artificially and aesthetically uphold institutions, Democrats, will always lose. In America, we just only fucking do whatever Republicans want to do. That's it. That's it. That's always. So anyone that is looking for hypocrisy here, or anyone that's like, oh, how dare they? I mean, they're being really hypocritical. That's crazy. That's it. Look, you're a fucking dumbass if you thought that was going to work.
I think the Democrats need to do more of what Joe Biden did, which was, you stupid son of a bitch. What a stupid son of a bitch. We need more of that. We need more Hot Mike Joe, right? We need more of that in the Democratic Party. I think you know what I'm saying? I need Joe Biden to go pull his pants down and take a shit at the Republican National Convention.
I agree.
We've seen Democrats do this as well. It's January, and you can't miss the timing of how far out that is from November. It's not March, it's not May, so on and so forth. What do you make of how much time President Biden would have to put something through? And as Kayleigh just pointed out, you pretty much have to pick somebody perfect at this point, because you don't have a stall time.
Let's also not forget that Biden promised on the campaign trail that no matter who retired or died from the court, if he had an opportunity to replace that person on the high court, he would pick a black woman. So that narrows the field of potential names probably being discussed right now in the White House. I would imagine that there are a lot of conference calls and Zoom calls between the...
For the record, that is the dumbest thing you could ever say. Just appoint a black woman. Why do you have to say you're gonna appoint a black woman, you fucking idiot? Then you're quite literally playing into the fucking meme that the right has of you. First of all, you're devaluing the black woman's personal fucking skills, okay? Like, you're making it seem like they are there by the virtue of them being black and a woman. It's so fucking stupid. You stupid fuck. What you're supposed to do is, if you want to fucking have a black woman there, just have a black woman there. There are plenty of capable black women that could rise to that occasion, that could rise to that position, right? Then Republicans turn around and say, oh, you're doing that only because she's a black woman. And then you argue against them and say, why do you think black women are not capable of being Supreme Court justices? But Democrats, in all of their endless sequence of L-taking, have decided to make the argument for the Republicans at this point. We're just like, no, we're going to do that. We're going to literally only hire a black woman here in this position.
I think they should put Michelle Obama on the court.
It's so stupid.
President's team and the Senate Majority Leader to make sure that they don't screw this up. Right now, they have the votes in the Senate. I would imagine the Democrats are probably going to stick together on this one, and they will replace Justice Breyer, likely with an African-American woman. I think they'll have the time to do it. I think they will maybe barely have the votes to do it. And I think, yes, it is true, Kayleigh's point is right, that this would be a victory for the Biden administration and for the president. and the base will probably be happy about that. There's also the other side of it. This will also fire up the Republican base and remind people.
It'll be really funny when Kirsten Sinema's like, it's too divisive. We're too close to the midterm elections. Americans should decide on who gets to actually allow the president to appoint a Supreme Court justice, and then refuses to vote in the next Supreme Court. That's so funny.
We're always close to
I can't fucking wait, dude. It's gonna be so tight. It's gonna be so fucking sick that Kirsten Sinema refuses to fucking vote in.
What about Manchin?
Oh, it's gonna be awesome. Fuck it. Oh, am I speaking it into existence? Oh no. How terrifying. What would change even if we appointed a fucking communist to the Supreme Court at this point, like a 36-year-old communist? What would change? Do you understand how majorities work? There's literally a supermajority regardless of whether there is a black woman, a communist, or just straight up like a fucking intergalactic vampire in that position. It doesn't matter.
That, okay,
just have fun.
In this case, the ideological balance on the court would not shift. It would be one, progressive justice to another.
Yeah.
But these are very high stakes battles. There's a lot at stake in control of the Senate, for example. So I'm not sure on balance if it would benefit one party or the other. I just think that in all likelihood, we're going to see a black woman nominated and a black woman confirmed to the U.S. Supreme Court if indeed these reports about Justice Breyer are true, and the timing would suggest, in my mind, that it would make sense that they would be true.
Look, we are projecting recent past onto present, and we don't know what will happen next. But based on the facts that we have seen, what you were describing, and you too, Kaylee, in terms of this, continues to make it feel like the U.S. Supreme Court is in the middle politically. Do you see it that way, Guy?
Well, I mean, of course.
There's never been a part of American history where the Supreme Court was not political. Okay? This idea that, like, this is new. Oh man, the Supreme Court is going to be political is a really stupid one. It's politics. It's always been political, okay? And it will always be political. What a dumb fucking way to argue on this. What a dumb fucking way to bring this up. Okay, we'll watch Channel 5 in a second. Obviously, I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to do that after. Chatters, we're in the middle of the fucking main news story of today. Completely disagree? On what?
Ban him.
No, I'm not going to ban him.
Take him out.
Check W, literally the reason why Republicans hate affirmative action. Check W. Wait. Explain to me how the constitutional law is not. Explain to me right now how the Supreme Court has never been, how the Supreme Court hasn't always been a fucking political tool. Why would I ban him? Just for saying no.
Just fucking take his ass out, or their ass.
My fucking constitutional law takes are, for the record, my constitutional law takes are.
Oh no, they agreed with me. Keep him here. Keep him here. Hey, you can stay.
My constitutional law arguments are that the
VIP.
Okay, stop. Let me just finish my fucking argument, okay? The supposed constitutionalists or the fucking originalists or whatever, okay? That interpretation is just reactionary politics. That is just intellectual patina to hide your reactionary politics, okay? That's it. There is no such thing. Austin, say the line. The Constitution.
The Constitution is a living, breathing document to be interpreted in the context of time.
Let's go.
That's right.
Boom.
It's our forefathers created this document not to. They understood that times would change and sentiments would change.
Otherwise, the Supreme Court would not exist.
Exactly.
As an institution.
They are to interpret the law within the context of time. Right? We had, as Barack Obama said in the debate in 2012 with Mitt Romney, I think it was the second presidential debate. We have more, you know what? I forgot what he said, but he said something good. Something around the fact that we, the War of 1812, we had bayonets and shit, And it's not the same. That's the end. That's the general consensus. Is
You
it's not
blew
the
it.
same.
You blew it.
It's not the same, right? He said something good. It was a great debate.
Oh, by the way, to completely disagree, Andy was actually in agreement with me. Never mind.
Oh.
We are in agreement. He said, true. The nomination process is completely political. I think SCOTUS is inherently conservative and don't think there's much difference between justices historically. Good take. Good take. I agree.
I disagree.
There has never been a Supreme Court that has historically sided with the labor force over the interests of capital. That has never existed in the history of the United States of America.
That's true for sure.
That is inherently a reactionary fucking point of view.
Yeah, that's true.
That's not a thing. Like, the reason why we have dog shit fucking rules, the reason why we have all matter of different different laws struck down as unconstitutional is because the Supreme Court has never, ever sided with the workers and has always sided with the side of capital.
Oh, that's always true.
Anyway, okay. Let's continue.
So the U.S. Supreme Court, the decisions that are being written as we speak, I mean, the court's going to rule on guns, on abortion, on racial preferences and college admissions, some of the most divisive, polarizing, hot-button issues in our society often come down to the court. I think that's unfortunate. I think that the court has overreached, and I think having some of these decisions sent back to the people's representatives would be the right course of action. Mm-hmm. But because these huge issues often end up before 9 lawyers, of course, the politics for people like us immediately jump to the forefront when news like this breaks.
Yeah, so Tommy, I think what Guy was saying previously is also very interesting because, and I think Kaylee and Emily said it too, this doesn't change the makeup of the court. It does give Joe Biden...
This is a bad take because the Republican Supreme Court just voted down Biden's employee vaccine mandate. What? You think Biden's employee vaccine mandate was actually on the side of the workers? Are you fucking stupid, chatter? What? You think that's a pro-worker take? Are you fucking dumb? No, that's absolutely... Wait. You know who started that, right? 25-month subscriber? Ben Shapiro and the Daily Wire. Do you think Ben Shapiro and the Daily Wire were doing this for their long tried and true advocacy for workers' rights? Are you fucking psychotic? Explain to me what you mean right now, please. Oh my God, why do I have so many fucking long-term community members that are like fucking anti-vaxxer, dude? Holy shit. OSHA regulations being struck down by the Supreme Court is actually pro-worker, said the 25-month subscriber. Please tell me what you mean.
Wait, I don't know if he meant that.
There's no shot.
Maybe
I work at a grocery store and I want the vaccine mandate. I said the opposite.
That's what I thought he meant.
Oh, okay. Okay, my bad.
I that's what I thought he meant. I was like,
I thought you were the way you worded that made it seem like you were saying that Biden's the Supreme Court was like being anti-vaccine mandate and OSHA regulation was actually siding with the workers. Holy fuck! For a second, I was like, what is happening?
We don't want a vaccine. Well, I'm confused.
No, she said she works at a grocery store and wants the vaccine mandate. And she meant the opposite of what she said. I think, or maybe she was like talking about someone else. Friendly fire on? No, dude. What the fuck do you mean? There's no other way to interpret this take. Is the Supreme Court a classic 6-3? Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, left on left violence.
I think you just misunderstood. This is a bad take because the Republican Supreme Court just voted down Biden's employee vaccine mandate.
I think
my take straight up was that the Supreme Court has never sided with the laborers and always sided with capital. So saying that that's a bad take implies that like the Supreme Court has actually sided with the workers in that decision. So no, I'm not. That wasn't a false reading of that sentiment. I think she was just probably not addressing me, but instead the Fox News segment. So sorry for misunderstanding it.
Look at that.
Stop yelling at me. Okay, sorry. All right.
President Biden, a win politically, but it doesn't change some of the decisions potentially might have a conservative majority on that court.
Yeah, it doesn't change the ideological makeup, but we know that what Joe Biden does best is play.
I love it. I really hope they fucking fail. It'd be pretty funny. At this point, it doesn't even matter.
To the radical element and the radical progressive base of his party that he believes is the majority. I believe he's incorrect in that. I believe that they're actually the minority. But I'm wondering the kind of justice that he would nominate. Now, again, I'm sure it will be, as Guy said, a black woman. You know, he's got a dedication to that. We saw how well that worked out with Kamala Harris. But here's to hoping that he has a better choice in mind for this position. But I would just hope that he would choose somebody that is not only qualified, but maybe somebody that's not so far on the radical left. I think the American people are making it pretty clear that the woke...
Yeah, like Kamala Harris.
Wasn't she a cop?
Yeah, so far down the radical left pipeline like Kamala Harris. I wonder if the liberals in my community ever get tired of being so wrong all the fucking time whenever they try to fucking duke it out with me. It's like, I used to have people in my community be like, Kamala Harris is actually a really solid pick.
I was all about it.
Yeah, because you're wrong all the time, but at least you recognize it and you know that I know more than you.
You know
whereas these fucking dumbasses that like
right,
get all their information from r/politics.
Hey, look, all I'm saying is I knew Joe Biden would win the 2020 election and you thought not. Hey, let me take you back to that first debate when you were like, oh, Joe Biden blew it, it sucked and everything like that. And I was like, wait, Hasan, no, he killed it because they set the bar so low that he just came out and put a sentence together and blew everybody out of the water. You remember that? Remember that was that's on my highlight reel, political takes. And guess who was right? This guy right here. Sometimes the common man sometimes you get so wrapped up in the noise of the political world, you just need a cool, even keel liberal take.
If it wasn't for COVID,
yeah,
Donald Trump would be president right now. Just for the record.
Look, I think you're right about that. You're
Yeah.
absolutely right. Because Americans vote purely on the economy. And how the economy's doing. Which is why I predict, just putting it out there, I think
Joe Biden's gonna lose?
Well, we'll see. Look, we have a long election. A long time till the election. I think this is. Remember, I sent you that optimistic take that you didn't respond to.
This is your best take.
My optimistic take. You want me to read it?
No.
Oh, okay.
Your best take is saying that it's too far out to discern.
That's what I said. But
That's
this is
your best
what I
take.
think could happen.
The ironic thing is, it was a bad take when you were like, Joe Biden's gonna win before COVID.
But I was still right.
You ended up looking into the correct position.
No, it wasn't luck. It was true. Look, here's the deal. This is what I think. Okay. This is what I think could happen. Okay, here's a scenario. Right? Omicron could be the leading edge of an endemic. Right? Things start to go back to normal. The supply chain issues get fixed. Stock market goes up. Consumer confidence goes up.
Interest rates are being increased right now to deal with inflation.
Yes, but that's okay.
Less consumption overall.
Yeah, but they're not going to go up dramatically. Okay.
No, but that will have a fucking.
It will have an impact, but they're so low right now. They're so
and they've
low.
Been super low.
Yeah,
for
but they can't stay that low forever. For God's sake, it's like you can't expect to get a house for 2.75%. I mean, come on.
Technically, they could. America could do it. Other places can't.
Yeah.
But anyway,
all I'm saying is this is what could happen, and then the economy starts roaring, you know, and his approval rating will go up as a result of that. That's all I'm saying. I'm thinking as soon as COVID, you know, starts to normalize a little bit, I feel like we could start to see that approval rating creep up into the 50s. Now, hey, you may be saying I'm on some good copium. Yeah, the roaring 20s. That's exactly right.
great period in time for America, notoriously.
Oh no! What happened then? Well, other than the Great Depression in 1920, the stock market crash of 1929, and
That's pretty bad.
you know, that was at the end, right? That was at the end of the 20s.
That's literally, what do you mean?
That was, you know.
Austin's like the Roaring 20s when time was incredible. You know, I was a part of the Carnegie class.
No.
We used to party all the time, you see?
Oh, is there? Look, there's a prop. There's a look.
What do you mean?
There was a lot of bad things.
My father owns all the
happened in
railroads and the steel.
Okay, but see this. I haven't watched. Mostly just World War II. There's a new World War II documentary I've been binging. It's called World War II: Road to Victory, where the United States led the world to victory in World War.
Are you serious?
I'm just kidding.
Bro,
I just know that would piss you off.
I mean, it doesn't piss me off. It's just like not correct historically. It's so strange that like, it's just. Someone said, "I'm gonna spoil it for you, bro." No spoilers. No spoilers. I haven't finished World War II yet.
Yep, that's right. No spoilers.
Bro, chill. I've only, dude. Everybody read the fucking manga, and now they're spoiling the anime for me. It's really fucked up. Please stop.
But I'm gonna be honest with you. Dude, that generation, goodness.
Oh God.
Could you imagine though? Think about it.
They sucked, dude.
Could you imagine going in and fighting at 18 years old in World War II Europe?
Yeah, it's horrible, and I'm glad that we don't do that.
I'm a pussy. I could never.
No, I think
I would have been out immediately. There's no way.
Bro, listen.
Are you kidding me?
Listen.
I can barely get on a plane without getting anxious.
Mankind, our greatest fucking skill is our capacity to adapt to any sort of circumstance, any sort of condition, no matter what. First of all, they weren't like willingly going out to fight. They were fucking drafted. Okay.
True, but nobody was. From what I understand,
so you're saying you would have been you would have been a draft dodger, is what you're saying? Me too. Me too. Hit it. Me too.
I mean, look. What if I want to run for president one time? That may
hit it. What do you mean? We literally, our last president was a draft dodger. Donald Trump.
I don't know if I'd be able to sustain.
Donald Trump.
I don't know if I was.
I can't believe you did not high five. High five me. High five me.
No, I'm gonna stay.
High five me.
I'm not high fiving you.
Wow, dude. Wow. Do you see that?
I cannot confirm nor deny that but they wouldn't. All I'm saying is they wouldn't want me in the. You want me in the military?
Fake friend.
You want me in the military? Not the cookie's not warm enough, the bagel's not crispy enough. Me in the military.
I'm sorry. Have you heard of the Navy? You would literally fit in like a perfect shoe.
No, there's. You think that's what the Navy's like?
Yes.
Oh, my eggs Benedict. The egg is poached too much. Like, you really think that they want me fighting over in the military? There's no way.
You would be perfect. You're a perfect fit.
There's no way.
You're a perfect fit for the Navy.
Dude,
I mean, people, look, there's gay ass chatters in the chat right now.
Are they in the Navy?
In the Navy. They're like, yeah.
Dude, I love that. I love my gay men in Navy uniforms. Nothing like a man in uniform.
Homies are out here just want to go on vacation, you know what I mean? They want to go see Japan.
Yeah, Army twinks. Oh, yeah, fuck yeah. I love twinks.
Anyway, let's continue with this.
That's going on right now in the Democrat Party is not for them. But I think we need to take a step back, too, and see how we're all projecting politics on the court. And maybe we shouldn't do that so much, especially
Yeah, we should stop projecting our politics onto the Supreme Court, said the person advocating for the Republican Party, which quite literally has the Federalist Society, an institution that is created with the express purpose of creating activist judges that they pluck from fucking law schools, okay? And it's just an organization that is built to fill up the judiciary bench with as many fucking reactionaries as possible. Straight up, they openly do this. They openly are like, we want to have activist judges for the Republican Party in every fucking part of the judiciary. That's it. That is the entire fucking purpose of the Federalist Society. Holy fuck, dude. Holy fuck. The Supreme Court has always been political.
Media. I mean, just last week you had NPR writing a story about this so-called controversy and debacle between the masking of Neil Gorsuch with Sonia Sotomayor. And
why does Fox News do this thing where they act like they're not the media? Like, they act like they
want to be hip kids.
They're like, we're not. Like, they talk about, they describe other people as the media being the media, but they are the media.
They're hipsters, bro. They're hipsters. Like it's the same as The irony of that is that Glenn Greenwald does this shit all the time and then turns around and yells at me and says, like, you try to be independent, but your politics are so mainstream. It's like, dude, what are you talking about?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense to me.
He says I'm a DNC LARPer, but I post I put the fucking Soviet flag behind me for aesthetic brownie points.
They claim they're not mainstream. Isn't Fox like the biggest media conglomerate in the world?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, they just want to be like, they want to be pick me, dude. They're not like other girls.
Yeah, I just don't get it. And people are watching this shit like, yeah, they're not the media. Fuck this. And I hate the media. Except
me.
Fox News media.
Yeah, Glenn Greenwald worked at The Guardian. Okay, literally, basically has a permanent spot on Fox News, on the most popular fucking news network, on the most popular news network, on the most popular news show, has a weekly permanent spot. He's independent media. Me, a fucking idiot, literally with a one-man operation, wearing his underwear half the fucking time when he's like streaming. I am the fucking mainstream media representative in this conversation.
Oh yeah, I said your underwear was on the floor whenever
they came out and said that wasn't true. So why are people trying to have so much fighting, so much divide? We should have a moment of unity. I know the court's always going to be a contentious issue, but I think that we need to do a better job of making it less political where we can.
Calvin Klein.
Emily, just in terms of what potentially the court would be looking at.
Why are you telling them what I wear as my underwear?
Maybe what Justice Breyer and his judicial history
have
looked like, and what Tommy is suggesting is, well, maybe you find somebody farther to the left. Like, if Democrats don't make up if the ideology of Democrats don't make up the majority on the court anyway, would it matter so much if there were somebody who were even farther left than, say, a Sotomayor?
Right, that's a great question. And I will say that this is sort of interesting, and it dovetails in what Guy was saying earlier, that there are rumors floating around already. The short list potentially includes one of the judges that I mentioned earlier, who is presently a circuit court judge, Judge Jackson.
What the fuck who started that?
That guy keeps saying it over and over again. I avoided it.
Oh.
But
now I just addressed it.
Now that you addressed it,
what the fuck is that supposed to mean? Does Austin smell like poppers in people? Look at this. What the fuck? What is this?
It's just like a mentally ill gay person who's is this like can't stop.
And they're like throwing up pride flags.
No, they're just like, they can't stop. It's just they're deranged posting.
What are they doing? Look, I don't.
That person cannot stop themselves.
First of all, I don't drink beer, and I don't need poppers because
there's no need to address the person.
I don't need poppers, and I don't drink beer, and I smell good. But anyway, we can move on. Dude, I got to tell you a story about the Abbey. So embarrassing. Happened to me at the Abbey.
Bussy Angel, real gays know beer and poppers don't mix.
Dude, I got it. Should I tell a story? Oh.
You know what does mix? The top of the hour ad break with a 60-second ad that you can avoid by connecting your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account. Those are the two things that mix.
That's right.
Do it.
Top of the hour, every time the hour strikes the top, you got to use your Prime subscription to avoid a 60-second ad break.
Or, if you get lucky, you can avoid it by getting gifted a sub.
That's right. Or you can use your credit card.
That too.
Right. Capitalism.
Here's the 1 minute ad break now. How long are you here?
Like in LA?
Uh-huh.
I'm leaving Friday, and I'll be back.
Would you extend your trip if I was able to go get a car on Friday? Would you stay here for a day?
I can't be here on Friday, but I can be here on Saturday.
You're the worst, dude.
I literally can't. Come on, Saturday's fine.
Oh my god. No, we've been planning.
I literally have a meeting on Friday.
Okay, well.
That I can't. I have a meeting in New York.
How about meeting the expectations of a good friend?
Look, I would totally do that if you gave me more than 24 hours. Is this just the more successful you get, the less notice you get to do
what do you mean? You talking about me?
He's expecting me to get on a plane and fly down.
Are you saying you're too successful to be a good friend?
No.
Is that what you just said?
No, what I said was the more successful you get, the higher the expectations are.
He literally just said I'm too successful for to be a friend to you.
No.
And then also,
look, this is like.
All right, let's
this is
continue.
like a girlfriend.
Let's continue because
that
you're ruining it.
described. Like I was like, oh my god, I just don't like that dress, and then they're like, oh, you know what I mean? And then they go crazy and misinterpret what you said. You know what I mean? That's what it feels like.
No, all right, I interpreted it correctly.
Honey Brown Jackson and also California Supreme Court Justice Leondra Kruger, both of those African-American women, both of those Harvard grads. Kaylee, but yes, they are progressive. One appointed by Obama, one appointed by Jerry Brown, a squarely Democrat party. But to your point, Harris, ideologically, yes, they are further to the left than Breyer. However, Breyer's jurisprudence was incredibly progressive, frankly. Right. He was in no way a swing vote by any means. And so I think filling that position would be definitely a square with a square if you chose someone in that ideological bent. And recall as well that as we sort of led up to this moment, there was a respectful distance, frankly, that many in the Democrat Party, including and especially the president, were giving Justice Breyer. Granted, we know and we cover people who were calling outright for him to retire in fear and concern that they would miss that boat. However, this president maintained a distance and he committed to, he said, filling the federal court vacancies in the lower systems. He has filled over 70 positions, among them now Justice Jackson of the D.C. Circuit Court. So I think what was interesting is that this president played it safely by letting Justice Breyer make this call on his own and then sort of set this deep bench at the lower circuit and appellate level so that now from which he can draw. But to Guy's point, yes, he has voiced commitment to African-American judges in the past, and it looks like that shortlist does include Kruger and Jackson, like I mentioned. And the hearings back in May, by the way, some thought that was sort of a test case for the potential SCOTUS nomination process for Justice Jackson. And so that might have, frankly, laid the framework for her to be nominated coming up now.
That's really interesting. And you know what else? I mean, look, we don't know. We can't be flies on the room. But does anybody at that level ever make a decision on their own? Like, do you think that he just woke up this morning and said, I'm leaving the court? I mean, everybody sees.
Yeah, no shit.